Welcome to the Prepper Plot. My name's Nate.
I'm not telling you my name for legal reasons.
Same with me.
Fair enough. We're here to talk to you today about how the world is coming to an end and you need to be ready.
Folks, the whole thing is flying apart. The wheels are coming off the bus.
It's only a matter of time.
I urge you not to have any trust in any institution.
That's right, because those institutions, the government, the banks, they're all going to crumble, and then people are going to start coming for your stuff.
I mean, in 7 years, an asteroid is going to hit the Earth, and as we all know, 7 is a biblical number, so it's going to bring about the downfall of the grid. So we all have to learn how to live off the grid, which is why it's important to learn how to, sew and bake and raise animals and baby your nice new sourdough. This is Jolene.
She's going to be delicious. Mm-hmm. Now, we know that most of you have subscribed to this channel for the funny jokes.
But we're serious.
For the fellowship. For all of the stuff the Popish plot was always known for. But people, there's no more time.
We have 7 years, the biblical number of time.
But you have to start preparing now. It's probably too late to start preparing now. You better be prepared.
Yeah,
I suggest you hoard as many things as you can, as quickly as you can.
We're currently looking at hand baskets and hand carts situation here, people.
Oh, I love a nice hand basket. It's good for collecting eggs from your chickens.
In the words of a very great man,
you can do that.
Cats and dogs living together, pandemonium.
Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. So, we all remember the early days of the pandemic when the stores had no toilet paper. This was the first sign of what they want to do to all of us. So I urge you to start bulk buying toilet paper now.
Or, you could just, get yourself some weapons and some bullets. That way, when the time comes, you are prepared to take toilet paper from somebody else. Or, and this is the more noble thing, keep them from taking it from you.
Or you could learn to grow beans on a trellis to get the most beans per size.
Learn how to fight with a sword.
You're not going to be able to rely on yourself, so you've got to stock up now. I know that I'm a terrible farmer. I'm from a family of black thumbs. We're not going to be able to grow our own food, so we're going to stockpile it.
You know what never runs out of bullets? A sword.
Well, I would urge you to have more ammunition than you think you'll need. Now, this is where Nate and I have a fundamental disagreement. He's almost looking for a fight. Me, I'm willing if it comes, but I want to do everything I can to husband my resources to avoid expending any in pointless combat.
Which is why you should be surrounded by cornfields. No one can get through a cornfield. That's why they make mazes out of them.
I have seen Field of Dreams. Even ghosts come through cornfields.
Have you seen Children of the Corn?
I have not.
There are monsters in cornfields.
I am not looking for a fight.
This is not filling me with more confidence.
If you want peace, prepare for war. I'm not looking for a fight. I just know,
wise man,
the fight's going to come.
Wise man.
And I want to be ready for it.
So, you're going to need to have water on hand.
That we agree on.
And
I need water.
I suggest a large number of smaller containers. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket.
But that's how you collect the eggs, in a basket.
Indeed. But
also, you could just build a well, and then you just only have to worry about the well being poisoned.
Which
is why you should make your cows drink the water first.
I also suggest digging your own well. However, you should have some water on hand to keep you hydrated
while you're digging that well. Yeah.
And in case an enemy does poisonate, you have your backup water supply. You should also have water filtration systems. And you should be able to collect rainwater. Only because
you can, a big barrel.
You can have all the sourdough you want. You can have all the swords and guns. But you're going to die in 3 days without water. Focus on water. After water, toilet paper. Some people say use leaves. Ridiculous. We're not barbarians. Stock up on toilet paper.
It's worth its weight in gold.
Of the Sears catalog, it could also be used for that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you have an outhouse.
I suggest using old Sears catalogs as insulation and emergency reading material.
It's so interesting. Like, I did not know it took so long for Wyoming to become a state. But then we were remodeling the old farmhouse. And there was ads from the 1860s about come to the territory of Wyoming.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's why they were so progressive. They just needed a higher population, so that's why they enfranchised their women folk.
Toilet paper's is worth its weight in gold. Or bullets.
Now, another area where we agree, you should have your own bullets, but you should also have some bullets to share. In the survivalist community, we refer to this as ballistic wampum. So, one for me, and one for trade. Now, Jess.
Yes.
Tell me more about the things that you're doing on your farmstead.
Well, you just know, normal farmer stuff.
Raising chickens, gathering
Animals.
eggs.
Fruits and veggies.
But all this is done without modern equipment.
Well, I mean, there's a certain amount of water equipment. I understand the gasoline stops working after 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, that we'll have, backups for.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it takes a while to train a mule.
Indeed.
Apparently, them being stubborn is not just a stereotype.
It's actually true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Plus, mules are terrible at making more little mules. So it's a very short-term solution.
I mean, there's the donkeys,
I understand, but you have to have donkeys because mules themselves are, yeah. Nate.
Nice. Yes.
Now, we don't want you to reveal any of your secrets.
Okay.
Because no one knows how many weapons this man has.
Nobody knows. I don't even know how many weapons I have.
You don't want to take the chance of finding out. But, for basic defense, give us a few pointers.
I mean, you got to have your main gun, right? Mm-hmm. Your main gun. Mm-hmm. But you also want to have a backup in case that gun jams or, best to have it be different ammo. These ones are both the same ammo, but best to have it different ammo. That way, if one runs out, you've still got the other one.
Gotcha. And that's redundancy. Redundancy is very important. Yep. So, in fact, don't just buy as much toilet paper as you can. Buy twice as much toilet paper as you can.
Yeah.
You need redundancy.
If they've got, a limit to how much you can buy at one time, then you have a friend who goes along behind you and buys to the limit as well, and you just pay for yours and theirs.
Let me suggest you not be afraid to use disguises. For example, I will go through and, using cash, of course.
Of course.
I will buy toilet paper.
I mean, might as well use it while it's good.
Yeah, before you have to just burn it for heat.
Yeah.
Because once we reach peak oil. But then, a few minutes later, I could buy more toilet paper. Completely different guy.
Oh, where'd you go?
Who's a stranger in our studio?
Yeah.
Be not afeared, friends. It's me.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll let you pass this time.
I've proven my use to the community, which means I can stay. In the world to come, there's going to be no lollygagging.
No.
There's not going to be room for charity or pity.
While we're talking about the world to come, stock up on holy water. You never know.
Because of the vampires? When the asteroid hits?
Vampires, zombies, other unholy creatures.
Pro tip. You definitely want to stock up on holy water, because if you keep a priest around, that's just one more mouth to feed.
Yeah.
But holy water can make more holy water. So get yourself an eyedropper, take a few drops from your holy water, put it into a regular water supply, and you've made more holy water. Mm-hmm. Resource duplication.
Yep. But for vampires or zombies or those little locusts with the heads of men.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Listen, people. You have to stock up on what you need now. The book of Revelation is very clear that there will come a point in time when you have to have the mark of the beast in order to buy or sell. Which is why you need to acquire now while our money still says, "In God we trust."
That's right.
Yes, because the rapture is totally not true.
Total bunk.
We're going to have to go through all the tribulation. That will start in 7 years when the asteroid hits us.
Now, this is a very important number. Because we go all the way back from Revelation to Genesis. Joseph knew how to interpret dreams. 7 fat cows, 7 lean cows. You take time now to prepare, and you too can survive the 7 years of tribulation.
That's right.
As long as it's 7 years. If it's 8, we may be dicey.
I mean, biblical numbers are a little wishy on exactly how strict they are.
So, in time, we may have to draw straws to see who we eat first.
Voting on Mike.
That does seem,
All right.
I mean, no offense. You just have the most to go around.
yeah.
Pro tip. Do not bunker down with a married couple. They will choose against you. Wherever there are three, two will form against the one.
I don't know.
mean-
I don't know what you're talking about. I was never against anybody. I'm
What-
for the group.
One flesh union. I get it.
It is morally wrong to kill someone to eat them. But if they happen to die, it is morally allowed to eat them in extreme situations. That's why cannibalism isn't illegal in most states. And why the real story of Moby Dick was much, much worse than the book. Not even taking into account the random chapter about types of whales, which was horrible.
But very informative.
But this is a fiction novel.
Except for that part. No. It was true to life.
Except for the lack of all the cannibalism and being shipwrecked.
So, remember, when you have to eat your best friend and or spouse, remember to keep calm and carry on. The only thing that matters is your physical survival. Your spiritual health, unimportant. Keep yourself physically alive. That's the only thing that's important.
I mean, that doesn't seem quite right because, we will have to go through the tribulation because, again, the rapture is false. So I feel like that is part of it.
The way you say it, it sounds wrong, but yet feels right. I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, the important thing is your farmhouse should have a big Bible quote on the front, wall.
Absolutely.
Along with a sign that says trespassers will be shot.
And
It's
possibly
important.
eaten.
No. Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
That's a waste of ammo.
Yeah, then what do you have the sword for, man? You already shot them, so
Fine.
they're not running
Fine.
anymore.
Fine. Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be run through.
Again, there's so many things that we're going to have to shed in the world to come. Because right now, we think, obviously, you just shoot the trespasser again. But once there are no more bullet factories, and obviously, all good shooters make their own ammunition, but where do you get the black powder? Where do you get all the materials you need? So you're going to have to conserve ammunition as much as possible. That's what a knife is for any survivors.
Do you have access to saltpeter? I may be willing to work out some sort of an agreement.
Barter. You have to learn to barter. There will be no fungible resources, except perhaps ammunition. But fiat money is right out.
Yep.
Your fancy ATM cards, no use anymore. And who only knows what they use for money, once the beast is in charge.
Probably something horrible.
15-pound weights. You have to carry a whole bunch of them around.
Yeah.
The world is run by gym bros. It's always leg day when the devil's in charge.
Red dye number 40. It's all used for money. That and microplastics. It's just going to take a lot.
That would definitely be the devil's game. Red dye number 40 and microplastics. Sure, that fish is worth a lot, but you got to get the plastic out first.
There's just so little time.
Again, 7 years until the asteroid hits.
Yeah, so little time. Think about how fast. Think about how quickly the last 7 years have gone by.
I know, right? It's like a completely different world 7 years ago.
So, this will probably be our last episode, only because I just don't think there's time for this anymore.
No, we really need to start focusing on the things that are important.
We have to buckle down.
Stockpiling weapons and ammunition.
And toilet paper.
And flour. And those bags that you can also use as clothing.
I can't
Burlap?
Yes.
I can't wait to have a burlap outfit. It's going to be great. I'll smell like whatever was in the bag before. It's going to be wonderful.
Except if it was holding potatoes, because then you just smell like dirt.
Well, I'm Irish. I already smell like potatoes.
That's fair.
Yes. We'll also need to get giant containers, because you can grow a lot of potatoes in a giant container if you set it up right.
Mm-hmm.
I will need some sawdust.
Gee, I don't know where we could get sawdust from.
Yes, to the sawmill.
It's like you could make more sawdust. It's just the idea is ridiculous. There's only a finite quantity.
Of course, what you really need is a really big container. for all of your April Fools.
Da-da-da! People, the single and most important thing is to be spiritually prepared.
Yes.
All the physical resources in the world aren't going to avail you anything if you are in a state of mortal sin whenever the Lord comes again.
Doesn't matter if you live forever, if you have to sell your soul to do it. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world, but to lose his soul?
Now, obviously, as Christians, we should exercise worldly prudence. You know, the Lord warned the Christians of Jerusalem to get out of Dodge before the siege of 66 to 70. But
He didn't say get out of Dodge now.
he said, be watchful for when the signs occur, and always be prepared to meet him. Because for 2,000 years, Christians have, lived expecting the Lord to come again, and instead they've gone to him. So it seems much more likely that your personal death will predate the second coming. So, stay prayed up, I beg you.
And until next time, remember to live your faith.
Love your faith.
Share that love. And please don't hoard toilet paper.